with the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins #1.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. That last pass might be one he remembers, Charles. He's now over 40,000 career passing yards.
And just think of the evolution of the passing game in the NFL. 40,000 at one time was unthinkable. No one thought anyone would ever get there. Now, how many guys have done it in the NFL?
Yeah, right around 20.
So we're talking a good number that have gotten that done, throwing the ball downfield. He's got a lot to be proud of and a lot more left to accomplish.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
This is Devon Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Achane here. They stay on the ground. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Tua going to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Ready.
Achane. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. 2 and now, 3rd and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. That was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never give those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go play action here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier in the season with the Jets winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. In motion goes the tight end. They'll run. Here's the rookie from Michigan. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. You talk about this Miami defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Cougar 19. 60 Maverick. 60 back. Cougar 19. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Back to throw. Presley. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
70 Lions. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 18 Pioneers. Ready.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
All right, come on. Hey, hey. What a team. What's it? Solo left Zion.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
That's good for Dolphins. 1st down.
Now 2 are going to change the play. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Dolphins 10, Jets nothing. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. But you look at this defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Jets 7.
After the touchdown, Davis back out to kick this one off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Turbo 3, kick.
Play action, now it's Tua. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
44, ready. Out!
Up the middle, Achane. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Tua sets up to pass it. They set up the screen, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Second and 10.
Come on.
Now a handoff up the middle. Streets. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Ready, go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
How about that? Their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
After the touchdown, Davis back out to kick this one off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
It's safe. Go ahead. All right, go ahead. Go. Ready. Out.
Here's Tua. And he will find his man on the outside. The Dolphins at 9-6 now, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
Turbo three, kick.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's got room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Line of scrimmage to 15. It's 1st and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
Off the play action. Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is good.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have retaken the lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 17-14.
Jets, 14. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Streets. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Ready up. Come on. Set.
They'll drop the throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Pass the 60, 18, 5 in.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 3.
60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. Go.
Up the middle they go. Streets. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, the RPO, he'll keep it himself. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Go. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
And his kick is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. So we get a traffic there, and that's complete. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37.
Now Tua. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Come on, 2. Ready, T. Hey, hey. Hey.
Looking to pass. Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
First and 10.
Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Get set. Ready, T.
Back to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
48-yard line.
Second and 16.
He's right. Yeah. Out. Up. Yeah.
Achane gets him from the gun. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Third and 12. Now back to throw. And swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
A 57-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw here. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll be a New York first. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Arian Smith, as time expires in the first half. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after try forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Flash. Ready! Fix the Eagles!
Now a handoff up the middle. Streets. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
47-yard line.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace.
Okay,
this is
ready?
ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Bronco 80. 19 right. Hurt.
2nd and 2. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards in the first.
36-yard line.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. Ready? Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Up the middle they go. Streets. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
A gain of a yard.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Come on, 2. Ready. All right, go ahead, go. Ready.
Again, it's Achane. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
44. Ready.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. But a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Streets. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On 1st down, Streets. Now he's able to break to 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Smith to the ground. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
On the ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Hey, check that, check.
Now a handoff up the middle. Streets. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football. And that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd
They
down.
are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Ready?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Jets use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Dolphins 24.
After the touchdown, Davis back out to kick this one off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
21G.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Quinnen Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
At the 17-yard line.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw caught by Achane. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be a third and about 13. That too is going to change things up. Off the play action, Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance, and they'll be up winning this game.
And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Ready, set.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Panther Street, 70 tip.
On 3rd down. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball was not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Go ahead. All right, go ahead. Go. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
All right. Ready?
Now Tua. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
19, Charger.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Smith catches left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Arian Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Here we go.
Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Tua going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
And they take a knee. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets.